What? How y'all doing? Check this out. Check this out. I've got choices. I'm probably on the choice that I'm on the option that I might want to use, maybe possibly. But there's another option over there. Check this out. Check this out. Here's the difference. No setup and about $2,000 will get you. Ready? Yeah, look at that. That's terrible. Is that even in focus? I don't think that's in focus. Oh, that's too far away to reach. Oh. So let's talk about excuses. I'd given this one some thought, and you know when you think about it, and you've got this. I've just literally had a conversation about this very thing, right? So I said in a video yesterday that, the details are everything, okay? But I was reminded of something. It's not just details, it's consistency. And that was kind of brought up a few videos ago too. But here's the groove. Because I've just been thinking about it, I've just been talking about it. So everything that you now hear is going to be this really rough, jumbled up, horribly broken mess. Where basically I say, no you're not, all you're going to do is make excuses. Because I've actually gone and said the good way of saying it in a call, and I can't quite remember the way that I sounded really educated when I first said it. So yeah, all you're going to do is make excuses, and the only thing that we're really good at is being inconsistent. That's the only consistency that we really have. What? Yeah, it's silly, really, but it takes a lot of up here to really get stuff done. We are so malleable, pliable. Like I said, the educated version is long gone. We are so bendable. The idea that we say we want to do something, but as soon as life gets to be a little bit uncomfortable, we bin it off. Because we want the easy way. And here's the trick. The easy way very rarely actually works. Or it works, but it doesn't last. It doesn't stick because you haven't had to reconfigure the way that your headspace works to get it to happen. Look, when people go for diets, okay? You go for a diet and someone goes, but I want the easy way. I said it the other day about, kind of if you're trying to do something and someone undermines you by doing it an easier way. Trick is, if you find an easy way, you find that easy mode way to lose the weight, to get to the place that you want to be. If someone's looking for a shortcut right at the start, they're probably not going to do the thing to make the change permanent. They're going to somehow find a way to sabotage themselves right off the bat because they're not willing to put in that work. They're not willing to learn every step. It's the same as what I said in yesterday's video where people are willing to leapfrog the beginner stuff to go straight to intermediate because they feel it's below them. But because they didn't learn the beginner stuff, they don't have a strong foundation to build anything on. So they go super sloppy. And then there's, well, I'm never going to get past this bit. But had you have learnt the stuff at the start, you'd have had a stronger foundation. Therefore, maybe something coming up later would have been easier. I see it a lot with stuff like weight loss and that. And as I don't know if you can really tell, I don't really need to lose weight. But I see so many people struggle with it. And I don't quite understand why. I don't have a particularly addictive personality either. So if I say, no more, put it down. I will say, though, I am a sugar addict. Sugar addict and occasionally too many beers. But if I say no, just don't do it. But I'm depressed and it makes me feel bad. Don't do it. Because as soon as you take that one shortcut, as soon as you go, it's not going to hurt this once, you're going to completely unravel everything that you do. I was talking to a friend today. He had a little project going on. And every single month he would do this little thing. And one month he missed it. And he was like, I said to him, cause I've done vlogs before, I've done daily vlogs before and live streams and things, and I missed one day on my run to 10 years. I was on like year 9 or coming up to the full 9 years. And I missed one day. I was like, well, that's completely... It stopped the momentum. You've literally hit a wall. And it's like, well, I could keep going, but now it just feels like I've cut a hole in it. It doesn't have that same feel to it anymore. 10 years straight isn't the same as, 10 years minus a day or two. It doesn't have that same impact. And so you kind of stop. You don't want to halt yourself right there. You don't want to do it. You don't want to freeze yourself in place and go, yeah, but I can pick up again tomorrow. If you have something on your mind, do it. Just do it. No excuses. Just don't. This is the first thing I said. Like February 1st, don't make excuses. Because once you start making those excuses, you never come back. And you can make a million... There are excuses for everything. Absolutely everything. Don't. If you really want something, you'll work for it. If you really want it, you'll work for it. You will bite the pain and you will work for it. No matter what sacrifices you have to make. As long as it isn't stepping on someone else in the process, I hope. But realistically, the only thing that humans are good at is being... The only thing we're consistent at is being inconsistent. We are too willing to bend the things that we want to do for something else. We're too quick to throw in the towel. It's like I keep saying to people... You might have a sucky time. Like, let's say you're having a low. Okay, this is a good groove for life. Keep going. Always keep going, because you never know. It might suck today. It might suck tomorrow. But you never know. The day after might be the day that it clicks. And then it's all smooth sailing from there. Things start getting better. Things start looking up. From there. Don't break promises you make to yourself. Don't break promises you make to other people. Don't get comfortable. Don't become complacent. Just don't do it. If you're willing to lie to yourself, you're willing to lie to other people. And... It sounds stupid, but I have more faith than that. I hope that other people become more grounded and can admit to their own faults and go, I'm not going to do that again. Because that's another problem that people have. They won't admit their own faults. They'll say, well, it weren't my fault that I didn't lose weight. Someone else's fault. It weren't my fault that I didn't do this. It was something else. I didn't do anything wrong. They just hate me. It's not true. I mean, sometimes. But in a lot of times, there's usually a build-up. Admit your own faults and work on it. Anyway, like I said, I've gone off on one. Stop being consistent at being inconsistent. It sucks. Stop lying to yourself. Small steps every day. Win those little battles every single day. You don't have to look at the big problem right away and try and fix that. Work on the little things around it. And eventually, if you keep moving forwards, things will slot in place. And understand that the world isn't going to stop for you. You take that day off, nothing else is going to stop. You are, but nothing else is going to stop. So you have to keep going. You have to keep going. You get one shot at this, don't waste it. Don't waste it feeling sorry for yourself. You are the only one, realistically, that can push yourself forwards. Other people can tell you to do things. They can be supportive and all that kind of stuff, but really it comes down to you being willing to put in that work. Whatever it may be. So do it. Anyway, I'm going to head off. I'm going to go play some Monster Hunter. Just take care of yourselves. I'll see you all in the next one. No excuses. Consistency is huge. And it's so easy to just let things slip. Just don't. What's the point in living in regret? If you ever feel that. So many people don't. I ain't that lucky. See ya.